Jau 360 metų turime daug bendro. Gubernija nealkoholinis.
Okay, Cedric. I don't know why, but Lithuanians like to ask foreign players about the weather. And now the sun shining outside, but we had one of the coldest winters in years.
I can believe that.
How was that for you?
Not fun. I think I fell on ice like 3 times. So I had a good time. I was slipping and sliding. I don't mind snow. It's not bad. But once it got to a certain point, I was scared to drive for a bit. I really was.
It's okay for a week, but not for 2 months?
It's too much.
3 months? I don't know.
I should have, but I wanted to go like sledding or something like that.
Yep.
But I couldn't. Contract.
Yeah,
the contract.
Yep. Yeah. That's what I asked Danny about.
Yeah. I would love to. That would have been so much fun.
Did it help you to play basketball?
Yes, absolutely.
Because you can't go anywhere.
Can't do anything.
You're focused on that.
I mean, that's one thing, like, I will say that is a blessing no matter where you are. If you're able to truly focus on basketball, you tend to play better because you have no distractions. That's why this place was like, had its blessing with that, was like, I was really able to stay locked in with basketball because I had no extra distractions.
Yep. So what did you guys do during the winter? I know you got like a PlayStation in the dressing room. Like,
play games, we hung out, went to bowling, played pool, watched EuroLeague.
Yep.
That's really it. Kept it simple. We made dinner together. That was kind of fun. So, but yeah.
When you watch on EuroLeague, like, what's your favorite team? Of course you watched Ąžuolas playing, right?
Absolutely, have to. I've watched every Žalgiris game if I am able to watch it. But I think my favorite team to watch was probably Barcelona, simply because
of
they're both their wings are kind of similar to me.
Yeah.
Like I can steal a little bit of their game. They shoot threes really well. They both are able to come off ball screens. So it's rare for me to find somebody similar in my size that I can watch in EuroLeague.
Yep. So do you think that's your goal, to play in EuroLeague sometime?
Yes, absolutely. I think that's if you're a European basketball player, your dream is to play EuroLeague. And
but you know, almost every American dreams about playing in the NBA.
I like the NBA. I love the NBA.
Yeah.
But you can't beat the culture that y'all have built here. The fans, the cheering. That's more me.
In Europe.
In Europe. It's just, my personality fits better here. I'm able to be myself, be eccentric, be outgoing, yell, be excited. In the NBA, it's more, now I'm not saying the whole year is like that, but 82 games is a lot of games.
Yep.
So you have those games where you feel like you're watching.
Like it's not that important.
Exactly. Every single game in Europe matters, and every single night you have to play at your top.
Okay, let's talk a little bit more about Šiauliai now. I know you fell in love so much that you started paying money for it, like for parking tickets. How many you got?
Too many.
Too many? So what's the reason? Like, what's the problem about that?
And where I live, there is, I can't read the sign. I forgot if it's Monday or Thursday.
Yeah, it's the cleaning days,
It's
right?
the cleaning days. Yeah. And I'm not getting up at 7 o'clock to move my car, and I have nowhere else to park. So like I park my car and I'm going to sleep, and I wake up the next day and I leave. Like I'm just not getting up.
And Mom just already called you.
The man just calls me. He said, "Can you move your car?" All right, I'm getting up. So I get up and move my car at 9, and I'm up. So I might as well eat breakfast and everything else. But that's really all it is. It's just I really just don't have anywhere else to park.
Yeah. So. Okay. So just half of your salary just went for the city. It's good, you know.
It's okay. I'm giving back. It's okay. Yeah.
Okay. I remember you talking when you were like introducing yourself. It was your first interview here. You were saying if someone gonna see you like outside, just come to me, say hi.
Yeah.
Like, you have these situations?
Sometimes, not too often. A lot of times I do walk around with my headphones because I'm usually on the phone talking to somebody back home. So I walk around with my headphones, trying to keep myself busy. But every once in a while, I get somebody to say, hey. It's kind of cool. It's fun. So
how these people are treating you, like in Chile, everywhere, on a game, on the streets?
Everybody shows love. One thing I can say is I've never once had any issue with anybody. Of course, I do get some looks like, who is he? But
yeah, but
that's just
it's normal.
how my hair is and everything. I'm
Big
tall,
guy.
like, surprising.
Yeah.
So, but everybody here has been extremely nice to me. It's been such a great time so far.
It's your third season here in Europe. You played in Romania, you played in Greece. How can you compare these fans? Of course, in Greece, they are like...
I was about to say, you can't compare it to Greece, I don't think.
It's more like football culture.
They're a little crazy.
Yeah, sometimes too much.
A little too much sometimes, yeah. But, you know, they care, and that's really nice to feel. And here, that's how I feel a lot. Romania was probably the only place where, like, I didn't feel like the fans cared too much. Like, it was kind of just, oh, it's basketball. We're going to watch it.
It's not like the first sport.
Yes. Here, I truly feel loved by the 2-year-old that's there to the 60, 70-year-old that came and watched for the 100th game ever. And it's nice. It's a nice feeling to have people behind you. Yeah. Regardless of if they truly know you or not. And that's one of the reasons, like, I truly love my job.
And, you know, all these chants, like MVP chants, I don't remember anyone else, you know, giving it up here. Like,
it's surreal. It's fun. I love it. I mean, I try not to laugh sometimes because it's like, it's new for me. It's new for me as well. So it's kind of like, I try not to smile and like be serious and stay locked in and everything else, but
it's hard.
It's hard. It's such a nice feeling. Genuinely, it is to show that, to know that people appreciate what you did. Yeah. So
since you come here in this league, you faced some familiar faces, I know, and I remember the game against Gargždai. We played here in Šiauliai, and you blocked Laurynas Vaištaras so hard. He was your partner in university, and then we went to play in Gargždai, and he also like got answer for you. So you have something to talk about.
We talk a little bit, we chirp a little bit, but you know, it's friends. It's fun. It's all love after the game. But again, what's one thing you have to remember is once you step 2 feet in between those lines, there's no such thing as friends anymore. It's you versus that other color. It's you and the guys that have bled for you, sweat for you, and have been there from August to now that are on your side, not the person that you knew 2-3 years ago.
Yeah. I know you wanted to meet them like outside the game, like Ąžuolas, Laurynas. Did you manage to do that?
No, not yet, actually. It's just been, schedules don't match at all.
Yep.
We play, they don't play. They play, we don't play. So it's a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. But I'm definitely going to try to hang out with them before I get out of here. Because, I mean, regardless, wherever we finish, I definitely should have like a week of time where I could definitely go see them. So
Ąžuolas this season became like one of the most surprising players, not just in Žalgiris, but in both EuroLeague probably. Did he surprise you?
No. I mean, I've watched the guy since U of A, and I know exactly what he could do. I think his biggest learning curve was learning to shoot the three and caring a bit more. One thing I can say from college was there was nights where he seemed like he just didn't. Yeah.
But it's like just his face, maybe.
Maybe it is just his face. But this year was watching him. I've never seen him talk trash to anybody before. That was new for me. Yeah.
He's trash talking you?
Not trash talking, but like not to me necessarily, but like in general. Like he's like, like he's yelling, he's hyped. And I think that's like a huge plus. I mean, he's super athletic. He has amazing touch around the rim. I've always thought he was an NBA guy, to be honest. But hey, is what it is. He's going to be a great EuroLeague pro. I mean, phenomenal. So
you talk about his passion playing in Lithuania. Maybe that's about Lithuanians. When you play like in a foreign country for a different club, and then you come back for your own.
Definitely, maybe.
People, maybe that's the difference.
I could see that. I really could. He seems happy, like genuinely, and I love it for him. So
He had his chance in the NBA. Do you see him like coming back here?
I could. It's kind of on him though at that point if you want to, or if he feels better here. I think he fits better in European basketball for his play style.
Yeah.
But because he's a post-up 4 who can shoot the 3 now, it's more difficult to play in the current NBA with that kind of skill set. Because most of your 4 men have to be a stretch 4 who can, like Sliba, for instance.
Yeah.
Most of them have to be that. And for Zoo, what he's doing now at Zalgiris is amazing, and I think he can just get better and better every year. He's still 23, 22?
Yeah, something like that.
He's young. He's learning to shoot now. I mean, he's shooting very well from the three-point line. Next year, he might be scary to see, honestly.
And talking about that NBA, you're familiar with that NBA, you know, family. Your dad was NBA player for 4 seasons, maybe.
Yeah.
I think you was just a baby at that time, but do you have any memories about it?
Not of him playing, but the one thing I always, like, I'm so grateful for was I was able to go to, like, the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah.
And because my dad had those connections, I was able to go meet all the players consistently and be around that. Growing up around basketball definitely helps a lot. So you're able to see everything, you're able to enjoy it, and I mean, I have memories that will last me forever.
Yeah, and what was that, you know, growing up in the NBA family?
There was no pressure, actually. I decided that I wanted to play basketball in high school, honestly.
Only at that time?
At that time. That's when I was like, yeah, I'm going to stick to this.
Yeah.
My dad had me do every sport under the sun. Soccer, football, baseball, track.
So you tried everything?
I did everything. I was just doing things just to do it, just to get out of the house. Anything to keep me busy was what I did.
When was the first time you beat him on a basketball court?
Never.
Never?
The time I was going to win, he fouled me, said I was too soft, proceeded to score and said, we're done and never play me again.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Touche. Hey, I can't say I beat him, so.
So maybe you still have some time.
He can't beat me in shooting, so he won't shoot me. He won't shoot with me. He refused to play after that one time when I almost beat him. He was like, I'm not playing again.
Okay.
So
I know he played with one Lithuanian guy. Like he had more than 100 games playing together with Žydrūnas Ilgauskas.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever hear something about him?
I never actually really asked about his relationship with him. I know, so the one that I know from his time was Brevin Knight, family friend. I've known him since I was little. Ilgauskas was a person that I did meet, but don't really have any connection to him to say.
I think your dad shared almost every post we were posting about you this season. Like he's your biggest fan.
He is. He is. He's my biggest fan. I mean, I think he wants me to succeed more than I want myself to succeed. But me and him just are able to talk about it. It's something that we are able to really connect on. And growing up, I mean, I think everybody says the same thing. Growing up, I think my dad was the most difficult person to be around. It was, well, you need to do this, you need to do this. And I, you know, teenager, I rebelled. I didn't want to do anything he told me. But now it's everything he said, it's reality. It's really there. It's truly there. He's my biggest fan and my mom's my biggest supporter.
Yeah.
My mom is a person that she might not understand everything as far as basketball, but she knows if something's wrong.
Yeah. She feels you.
Yeah.
She knows you.
She knows me. But my dad understands me. My mom knows me. Yeah. So it's kind of different. It's a good balance. It's a good balance. It really it helps.
You talk with them after the games. So how are they seeing like the Šiauliai team.
Yeah.
You're playing here. Like, how do you see that?
My mom's just happy that I'm happy. She could care less as long as I'm safe and I'm having a good time. My dad, on the other hand, he just loves basketball. So when we talk, it's more, I'm super proud of what you did. Now, what can you do to be better? He always pushes me one step further. It's never to be satisfied. My mom is just excited to go around and tell everybody, hey, my son is...
She's just happy about the moment.
She's just happy to do it.
Yeah.
So
your father is like more like a coach at that time.
To an extent, yeah. He's more of a coach when it comes to like, well, why do you think that? Like he just questions it on why I feel
he's
like
a coach in the United States, right?
Exactly.
He's teaching like kids.
Yeah, he is junior college kids. So most of the guys who are fresh out of high school who didn't get a real scholarship to a Division I, Division II, NAI, whatever, college basketball you want to say. Mm-hmm. So
I think right before the season you said that you hope it's going to be like breakthrough season for you. Like, did that happen?
Yeah.
Do you think that?
Yeah. I think I'm still short. I'm never satisfied. That's just me. But I'm learning. I'm still learning. Every day I think I think I'm getting better and then I have to learn something new. Like right now I'm on the point where I'm trying to learn how to be a better passer. And that's extremely hard for me.
Yeah.
Not in the sense of I can't pass, in the sense of I've always been a scorer. I've always been the guy that shoots the ball, not the guy that facilitates and tries to get everybody else involved. So it's a new learning thing for me, and I'm getting better at it. I mean, I had a game where I had 7 assists. I think that might be my professional career high. I can't say for sure, but it's new. It's fun, and it's something that I'm learning, so.
Talking about these career highs, a couple of times this season you scored 29 points, and we already talked about that.
Finally got it.
You couldn't go through that 30, you know.
No, I couldn't.
And then you got 40 against Rytas in a home arena with an amazing win. So now, a couple of weeks after it, a couple of months after it, how do you remember that night?
I still think it was a dream, to be real. But I remember that night as fun. I mean, everything felt good. The ball felt good. The way I moved felt good. I was able to
you
guard.
Were throwing the ball to the ocean, like.
Yeah, and no matter what, I felt like if I threw it up behind my back, it might have went in at that point.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I felt, truly. But that's in the past, and that's something that's already happened. Now it's, can I replicate it, or can I do something better? Can I get 20 points and 5 assists and 5 rebounds? Can I get a triple-double? Can I get a double-double?
Yeah.
Whatever it takes for me to win at this point, that's what I want. So.
I don't want to praise you too much, you know, but now you're a top scorer in the league, and you're top scorer, like average points. Mm-hmm. You're top scorer in Šiauliai history.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Does that mean anything to you?
It means a little something, but nothing.
It's just the stats?
It's a stat. I didn't win anything, and it'd be selfish of me to sit here and say that mattered.
Yeah.
It don't. If I didn't get a medal for my team, then I've failed at what I wanted to do. The first thing I said when I came here was I want to win, and I wanted to be a great two-way player.
Yep.
I've learned how to be a scorer. I've learned how to guard. Now can I learn how to win? That's the next step. So.
What do you think helped you most to having these stats, to having these like trophies this season?
That's a tough one, because between coach giving me the opportunity to do it, and the guys making it possible. I don't know who gets more contribution in that, but I'm not sitting there saying that I had nothing to do with it, but at the end of the day, I don't score by myself. I don't play defense by myself. I don't study the other team to learn schemes to help me score. That comes down to everybody else in this club, and I truly do appreciate everything they've done for me. And thank you. Seriously, it's thank you to them.
Let's talk a little bit about, Coach Darius Songaila. It's his first year working this like the head coach, not an assistant coach. I know he was the first one to call you this summer. And now over the season, like, what can you say about that first talk with him?
He said exactly what I'm doing. That I was gonna come in, be your 1-2 guy, play defense on the best player, play 25 plus minutes. That was our conversation. It was that simple. He was like, look, I don't know how much you'll score. I'm gonna be honest with you, but you're gonna be on my court 25 minutes, and that's what I expect. Now I had to prove it, and I think I did, and that helped a lot. But he's a player's coach. He's always had your back, always had my back. He will always be the first person to step in front of the camera and say, maybe it's my fault.
It's on me.
Every time.
Yep.
And I mean, he's done everything and then some to help with every last one of the guys. Now at this point, it's just same thing for him as it is for most of the people on this team. We're all learning and still trying to develop on what we can do better. Little things from maybe calling a timeout to certain subs to maybe a different play. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not a coach. I've never been a coach, so I can't tell you. But, I mean, an amazing coach. He's done a great job this first year, and I don't expect anything less from him.
I think you said that he was the first coach from the college who truly believes in you.
Yes.
So, what do you think he does different from the other coaches?
I think, I'm gonna be honest, I think he gave me the chance. And he pushed me past that point where I was comfortable.
Yeah.
As we said, I continuously got 28, 27. And you see it was a good run. And every day, the first thing he told me was, what can you do better? Okay, you came off the ball screen, why aren't you being more aggressive? You're too passive. Or, hey, look at this pass, you're missing it. Every day I talk to him, I ask him questions, and he continuously gives me an answer, and I try to implement it, and it works. He puts schemes in to help me try to get an easier bucket or to feel like I'm getting involved with everybody. And it's a nice feeling to have a coach that truly has your back through and through at all times.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now going to your teammates. I remember you coming to Riga with Damian. You came together, and he's staying here for another season.
Yeah.
How did you see him like growing up? He's a rookie here in Europe.
Man, when he first came in, he was a very shy, I guess you would say. He's opened up a lot. He's a great personality. He's stolen a lot from V, to be honest with you. I mean, V's a vet, lefty vet.
Yeah, it's a good connection, right?
And
the veteran who already saw everything.
Exactly. And so he helps him a lot. He's always been a good passer. I think the biggest thing now for him, personally, in my opinion, I'm not saying this for coach or anybody else, he just got to shoot the ball more. That's just how I see it. That's me personally.
He should be locked in for a summer.
Yes. You just got to shoot more. And don't even do anything. Just be more aggressive. When he's super aggressive is when we are super good.
Yeah. we see that games like he's just taking the ball and
moving you.
Yep.
You look up and randomly he has 27 and 7.
Yeah. Somehow.
It's what? When? How? Where? But I mean, he's getting there. He's gonna be a great pro. That's for sure. So.
And if you talk like outside the basketball, not about the court, but you know, Davian came here. Okay, he had his like wife for the first months here, but you know how hard it is to live abroad. You know, live without your friends, without your family.
Yeah.
So, how was that for him?
I don't think it was too bad because between me, him, and Salim, we always got together once every other day or so, watched basketball, as I said, made dinner together. Just, we tried things. We tried to keep ourselves together. I think it's getting to him more now because, you know, it's closer to that time.
Yeah.
And especially once his wife left, it got a little bit harder, but I think he's handled this amazing. Overseas is not for everybody.
Yep.
And I've been truly impressed with his mental and keeping it together and not crashing out because my first year, I was ready to go home by December.
You saw the winter outside, or
it was just, for me, my first year, my coach, again, as I said, I will reiterate, this is the first coach that truly believes in me.
Yeah.
My first year, my coach thought I was a strictly defensive, I could hit a three-pointer player.
3-and-D.
That's it. Nothing else.
Standing in the corner.
Stand in the corner
waiting for
and
the
then
ball.
go guard somebody. That's tough. That's really tough to do as a rookie.
Yeah.
Playing 20 minutes max. My legs feel fresh every day. I play once a week. It was tough. I think this league helped a lot too. Playing 2 games a week really does change that. So that was nice.
And you already mentioned Salim. He came here in the middle of the season, but I think you have one of the best connections together. What can I say about it?
If y'all ever hear me and Salim talking to each other, it might seem like we hate each other, but I promise you, it's not true. We just like to mess with each other.
Yeah.
That's my bro. That's it. Like, we're really close. We joke around all day. I think he's also gonna develop insane, especially under this. I mean, like, it's hard to not develop a guard under this coach who lets your guards play.
Yep.
So, I mean, between him and Davion coming back, y'all have 2, for sure, you have 2 that are gonna be solid every night.
Have you ever seen anybody score so much buzzer beaters in one season? Like, it's like every game.
It's just, I don't know. I don't get it. It's like he has some kind of magnet for it. And, hey, kudos, I give it to him. He still can't shoot with his left hand, and I refuse to allow him to say that.
He scored the game winner against Nevada's with his left hand. And what was that? Because
It was
all of you were commenting for this post like, oh, lefty, what's about that?
Because we were, so when he got hurt, when he broke his thumb.
He hurt at his right hand and he was practicing.
Everything was left. And so he came back and said, my left is like that. And we're like, no, it's not. No, it's not. And then he did the game with it. We couldn't even say anything.
Man, that's crazy.
So, hey, good people. This is a great group of guys. Through and through, everybody. I love them all. So,
is it hard for you? You know, you're scoring leader in the team, scoring leader in the LKO. Is it hard for you to get him the ball on the last possession?
No.
That's a good teammates thing?
No, I just don't care. Like,
you don't care?
No.
You don't have the dream to make, I don't know, the game winner, buzzer beater?
Everybody does, of course. You go downstairs and ask anybody. Everybody wants to hit a game winner. But for me personally, as a player, now, do I want the ball in my hands all the time? Yes. And I think coach would agree with that in that sense. But for me, it doesn't, whoever has the hot hand that day and whoever feels like they have the most confidence in scoring that ball at that moment in time, do it. And I will never question it because it's a good shot. If it's a good shot, I'll never say it. Now, if you do, you know what I'm saying, then I might say something. But it could be Oscar for all I care. It could be Rocky.
Like Steve Kerr next to the Michael.
You hit the shot. So what? You won me the game. Thank you. I will happily go out there and score 2 points if that means we win. So what if my stats get dropped?
So D and Lim staying here for another season. What do you think fans should be happy about?
That you have two out of your 3 main guards staying for sure. 4 main guards staying for sure. And you should look forward to that because between those 2 alone, they're developing at a very rapid pace. People forget that our oldest guy is Seema's at 35. Everybody else on this team outside of V, who's 32, 33.
Yeah.
Outside of them 2, everybody else is 24, 25, 26.
Yeah.
We're just hitting our primes. Every last one of us are learning basketball at the same pace at the same time. That's why it seems so weird of what we're doing. The hardest thing for us at this point is keeping our mental together. So if you are looking to next year where you have Davion and Liam who have done this year, next year they're just going to be better than what they are this year. And I'm excited to see it.
And how about you? I don't want to make it like uncomfortable for you, but what do you think about your next step?
Whatever the next step is to get me to EuroLeague, that's what I want. Wherever the best fit is for that, wherever I feel like I can be myself like I am this year and play at a high level and do what I need to do, then I will go there. But right now, in this moment, it's Cholet. And that's what I'm focused on. That's what I'm going to do. I want to get past the first round. I want to get past the second round if I can. Just me. I don't want this season to end on a bad note. I need it to end on a good note. It's been too many things have gone right for it to just all fall apart now.
Jau 360 metų turime daug bendro. Gubernija nealkoholinis.